Hi, my name is Josh Ezell. I'm designated broker and owner of Breakthrough Real Estate Property Management. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for joining me for this brief explanation of how awesome real estate is. Very few industries get to impact people on the level that we do. And I really wanted to take some time and break this down from several different angles so you can see just how big of an impact by us doing our jobs well, we get to make not only on our fellow coworkers and our clients, but on so many other people. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the statistics out there when it comes to how many people are employed when we put a home in escrow vary greatly. I literally, from what I've seen by my research, I've seen that it varies by almost threefold. The lowest number I've seen, that when a person buys a home, the lowest amount of people that are employed by that act is 32 people. On the high end, I've actually seen that as many as 96, exactly 3 times that amount of people are employed every single time somebody buys a home. Now let's break this down because it absolutely makes sense, okay? So we have our owners, right, which they are employing services of an agent to list their home, right? Then you have the buyer who is listing the help of their buyer's agent, right? So immediately you have them, their brokerage is involved. They might have contract admin, they have brokers, they have other people involved there, right? So that instantly, boom, we got several people. The moment it goes under contract, we go to a title company. And the title company has several people working there, different processes, different things like that. So they employ couriers of that nature. You have your earnest deposits, so oftentimes banks are involved. So you have people involved with them. Obviously, more often than not, there's a lender involved too. So you have the lender. What happens with the lenders? They have underwriters. They use appraisers. They might send somebody out for a BPO. There's all kinds of people involved on the lending side as well. Then you have the buyers probably going to have an inspection done. So that might be 1 or 2 people there, their offices. Then you have the termite inspection, which often happens. And then you have, let's see, insurance. You can't forget about the insurers. Every homeowner obviously needs to get insurance on the property. So very easily and quickly you can see how it can easily be well over 30, okay? We're going to use 32 because I'd rather use the lowest number because in my opinion that's still a staggering number, okay? So let's say you, an agent, sells 10 homes this year. You've helped employ over 300 people. I'm going to let that set in. By you doing your job and helping homeowners buy or sell their property, you are helping to employ over 300 people over the course of this year. Isn't that neat? Absolutely. Okay? So I want to take that down to the financial aspect. When I got into the business, the number was approximately 60% of a person's net worth when they retire is in their home. Okay? Now, the whole goal originally was that people would buy their home and pay it off. So when they retire, they don't have any mortgage payments. They own their home, and if worst case scenario, you can borrow against it. But when you retire, to not have a house payment is huge. Many people are on fixed income, right? So not only did they pay down their home, but over the course of however many years they've been in their home, the value also goes up. So they've paid it down, and the value goes up. So what might have been a $120,000 investment 10 years ago might now be worth $240,000 and they don't owe any money on it. That means that person's net worth, if you're just including the home, is now $240,000. They own a home outright worth $240,000. Very few things can rival that. A true financial advisor who is handling all of their investments, yes. But they don't have a direct hand in much of it. We have helped that person find their perfect home. We had a hand in them making that decision. And hopefully we've kept in touch with them where when the time's right, we get to help them liquidate that $240,000, and we get paid very well to do it. How neat is that? So the study that I read this morning shows that right now it's somewhere between 62% and 67% of a person's net worth when they retire is now in their home. And think about that. If that's actually when they retire, the statistics show that we have more of an impact on their life than their financial investments do, their stocks, their annuities, whatever it might be. So how awesome is that, guys? So we get to employ hundreds of people throughout the year, and we get to help people with their biggest financial decision in their life, which will create over half of their net worth when they retire. Incredible. It's also a huge, well, take it very seriously, because that is a big deal. Okay, so let's move on to the next part, which would be property management right here. You can see that with property management, it's a whole different ballgame. At this point, we're helping people either with a vacation home, a literal investment, or potentially a portfolio of investments. So if it's a vacation home, they're entrusting us to watch it, protect it, and that's great. If it's a investment home, they're entrusting us on a whole other level. So throughout the year, you have your homeowners, you have the banks involved with the investment, you have the property management company, which might be a person who does visits on the property, you might have a person who does billing, you might have a person who coordinates services. On top of that, you have all the vendors involved. Throughout the year, you probably have an AC service. You might have a couple other handyman issues. You might have a pool person out there. You might have a landscaper. There's so many things. So throughout the year, it easily gets well over 10 people per property in management that we are helping, right? By you going out and getting 10 properties in management, you are easily employing over 100 people throughout that year. That is another huge just awesomeness that we get to take part in. So we get to help employ 30 plus people when we helped our person buy that home. Now when we put it in management, we're going to continuously help 10 people have jobs throughout the year per property. 10 properties, that's over 100 people. That's amazing. So we get to provide lots of things there. Now let's touch back on the financial aspect of it. Now this is where it gets really, really neat. And put in the perspective of real estate, it's kind of interesting, okay? So let's say you have a person that, I'm located in Arizona, and we were one of the hardest hit with the fall of the market, okay? So let's take it back to 2008. Many people were able to buy a home for approximately $100,000, $120,000. That was able to bring them almost $1,100 in rent per month at that point in time. Okay? Now, fast forward from 2008, it's now 2017, soon to be 2018. That home is easily worth at least $240,000 now. Okay? Now, I was able to help, and hopefully you are too, help them understand the benefits of investing in real estate. Every single person we help, I try to let them know, hey, now that we helped you with your personal home, have you considered investing in real estate? It's a wonderful investment. And then educate them. That's our job, right? So as many people as we can create investors, we get to help them again on a whole different level. So let's say you take that person and you're able to help them purchase 3 more homes, right? So for a total of 4 homes. Well, let's say they purchased 4 investment homes. Let's make it easy on that level, okay? 4 investment homes, right? That was a total of $480,000 they spent. Okay, I know there's closing costs and stuff like that, so, but that will factor that in later or whatnot. Okay, so the rent is $1,100 a month. Now, at the end of, let's say they have it for 6 years, okay? So at the end of that 6 years, that is a total of $79,200 worth of rent that came in. Oh, sorry, that's per home, actually, at the end of that, which is $47,520. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Fast forward, we helped them buy 4 properties. Okay, deduct expenses. There are always expenses involved, okay? So let's say 40% expenses, okay? Now, at the end of that 6 years with 4 properties, they would have made net $190,080. They spent $480,000. It's now brought them $190,000 in their pocket after everything. And that 4 homes at $280,000 or $240,000 each is now worth $960,000. Okay? Add those 2 up. If they saved all that money, they are now a millionaire. Okay? Now let's say we took that to an extreme and we were able to help an investor buy 10 homes. Okay? Yeah, that might have been about a $1.2 million. I want to stress too, we're not talking leveraging at all right now. Okay? Leveraging is a whole different piece. We're just talking paying cash, make it clean and simple. Right? $1.2 million they spent approximately. Now, they would have brought in, this is amazing, $475,200 take home over the last 6 years, and now their net worth is well over $2,400,000. We've now made them worth almost $3 million. Property management is fulfilling on a whole different level. How many people can honestly say you took part in helping a person become a millionaire and say that they did it repeatedly? How many people can say that they were able to help people on such an amazing level by buying a home? You're helping hundreds of people. The more successful we get, let's say you can sell 100 homes. You just helped employ 3,000 people. Guys, this is an amazing field. So I just want to leave you with the thought of Zig Ziglar, because that is the fundamental fact of what we do. You'll get everything in life you want if, and that's a big if, guys, we can help as many people as we want. You'll get everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Guys, the more people we help get what they want, we will absolutely get what we want. Thank you, Zig. That's a wonderful message. Guys, have a great day. Again, I'm Josh Ezell with Breakthrough Real Estate and Property Management. We are currently looking for agents, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. My information is below. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.